Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode with Cooking with Chef Chay. So today I got a special chef guest. Everybody welcome Kevin.
What's going on? Chef Chay, the biggest.
Handsome Kevv on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow him. Okay. Alright, so Kev, what's on the menu today?
We got some stuffed shells with shrimp and salmon. Other half with chicken stuffed shells because she's allergic to seafood or shrimp. Spinach, red bell peppers, topped with some Italian cheese, and a cream cheese sauce.
Yep. Alright y'all, so first we're gonna start off by cutting our bell peppers. They already been washed, dried, and all that good stuff. So you're gonna take your bell pepper, cut it in half, cut the middle out, scoop the seeds out. You're gonna cut them into strips. So
You want me to season the seafood while you're doing it?
yep.
I'm seasoning it with some garlic powder. I put some lemon juice in there already.
So what does the lemon juice do, like for the seafood?
It just gives it like a little lemony taste, but it also get rid of like that seafoody taste.
Oh, like that fishy smell? Yeah,
like
I hate that. I hate that smell. When you cook fish, like fish, do you use that too? Like fried fish?
I boil cinnamon.
Oh, to get the smell, like when
The
you do it
smell
at
out my house, yeah. Boil
Yeah.
cinnamon and water, a little bit of fabuloso.
Yeah. When I used to live with my mom, she used to like hate when I fry fish. Like, so she'd be like, "Don't fry that fish," and I used to be like, "What can you use, to get rid of that fishy smell?" So it got to be cinnamon and fabuloso, y'all. That's a good tip. While he doing that, I'm gonna ask him some questions as well, and he gonna ask me some questions, of course. We just gonna have fun with it and teach y'all some stuff while we doing it. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. How you got started cooking, like.
Honestly though, I never like had no desire to cook. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I always used to like cook for my family. Mm-hmm. But I never had like a desire to like just to start catering. Like like I sold dinners a couple of times, but it was never like like my goal.
Yeah.
And then like a couple of years ago, Adiba had asked me to cater like her Father's Day event. Like she had a Father's Day. She threw like this raw ass Father's Day event. All the men in her family. That was the first event I ever did.
How did it make you feel? Like, was you overwhelmed?
Hell yeah, I was overwhelmed. Like,
why?
It was for one. It was cooking for like 100 people. Like that was the first.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
The first big event I ever did in my life. So, I told her the price, and like she sent the money over immediately. Like, and it was no hesitation. And like ever since then, like I just took off with catering, and I just got better and better at it. Like, but I never had like no desire to like just be catering for events.
Right. Yeah.
And then like ever since then, like I just been getting booked for catering events. I'm talking about like booking after booking after booking after booking.
So you feel like once you got your first booking, everything just took off from there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like once I got my first booking, like I took off. I was getting booked like literally every after that, like probably like 2 times out of the month. But it wasn't for like no small events. It was for like a lot of people. Yeah, it's for like a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay. So like, what tips do you have for people that's trying to get into the catering business that want to start cooking really? Like what tips do you have?
I would say stay true to your passion. Like if like I never cook like if I'm not in the mood to cook. Like in my family, like I cook for my family. Like I'm the cook of the family. Like on holidays, I cook for all the holidays and all that. So like if you in that if you're not in the mood to cook, don't cook because it's not gonna be good. So I just say like stay true to your craft and always be knowledgeable.
Yeah. See me, like I would say like me, I'm the opposite. Like I feel like when I'm not in the mood to cook, that's when I really need to cook because sometimes, like I could be just in a bad mood overall. Like not even just like, oh, I don't feel like cooking today. Like I could just overall be in a bad mood, like, and just cooking like my piece for real. So it's like if I'm in a bad mood, I would think to myself, I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like doing nothing. In the back of my head, I'm like, no, but you need to, because whatever you know, whatever wrong or whatever you feeling, you know, you could take it out on cooking. Like, just put your all into it and just go in the kitchen and just release whatever you feeling. Like, it's kind of the opposite for me. But
see, I'm the total opposite. I always like say like if I'm not feeling my best, like I don't cook.
Yeah.
Like my family would beg me like, can you please cook on Sunday? Can you please cook? And if I'm not in a mood, like I won't cook. Only because I know it's not gonna be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that shit come from your heart. Like if you're not in a mood to do that shit, don't do that shit.
Yeah. Right.
And then I'm sure you know that everybody is like trying to cook to get a couple dollars because it's a lot of money into it.
It is.
So
and it's not what they really think it is, though. It's really not.
So the shit is really time consuming.
You gotta have a passion.
You gotta have a passion to do that shit. Like, you know, if you're not like eager and you don't have the passion, if you don't like cooking, it's not gonna go well for you.
Yeah, don't even do it. I feel like people misunderstand because they feel like, oh, like I'm about to start cooking. Like, I see how much money this person making. Some people look at it like it's about the money. Right. It's not even about that. Like, you actually got to build relationships behind this. Like,
and it's crazy because though, like, honestly, I can honestly say like a lot of my clientele is reoccurring clients. Like, they book me throughout the year. It'd be like multiple events. Like, I probably get like a couple of new people throughout the year because of a word of mouth, but all my clients is reoccurring clients. Yeah. They be having events for their parents, or like, you know, their kids, and like when I tell them a price, they don't mind paying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get a few people who, you know what I'm saying, gonna skate and don't want to pay the price, don't respond. But people who I tell the price to, like, I say 9 times out of 10 they pay. You know, they pay for what I'm asking for.
Yeah, and that's. And
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I give a lot of food. Like when I cook, I give a lot of fucking food.
What's your favorite meal to cook? Like when somebody asks you to like cater, like if they be like, oh, I don't know what I want on the menu. Like, can you come up with my menu, or like do you just let them do it? Like,
honestly, I just go about off their budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'll be like, you know, like, what's your budget? Or like, you know, they give me XYZ budget, and I just send them over a menu. Like, anytime somebody send me over something they want to do, I always tweak the menu and send it back to them.
Yeah.
And then that's how we like literally, you know, we go from there.
Okay. So for me, like, this is more so a personal question for me because I feel like I struggle with this. So I could get a cater order, right? And I would go to like a, you know how some people go buy stuff in bulk. Like me, I will go to a regular grocery store and like just let the money pile up instead of just thinking like maybe I should go buy it in bulk. But I don't think like that. So like, what tips like can you give me like when it comes to catering? Like as far as like how to shop, how to come up with the budget, like, you know, stuff like that. Like
client that's gonna come up with the budget. I would honestly say I always shop in bulk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it makes it way more easier, you know what I'm saying, for you to price it. At the end of the day, you also want to walk away with a profit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be walking away with a 50-50. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the goal. But, like, I mean, you just half-assing it. I would honestly say to shop in bulk because you get more for your money. It may seem like you're spending a little bit more money, but, you know, in reality, you really not for real because that shit gonna stretch a long way.
Yeah. Usually how I do it is like, I tell, you know, my clients like, okay, you know, just tell me what you want. Or sometimes they be like, well, can you help me come up with a menu? And I'll be like, okay, so like, what's the theme, you know, of your event? Like, how many people? So I go based off like that. But like, I want to get more into like cooking, like, I feel like I cook more so like hearty food, like meatballs, you know, like the regular stuff. But like I want to get into like cooking, like stuff how we cooking now. Like if they want like a menu like that, like on some the more classier side. Like
I want. A lot of my clients, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, they go big. They be like, I want lamb chops, salmon.
Yeah, see, I want to do stuff like that. Like
they be like they go, you know, they go like they be want shrimp on the skewers. Like they, you know, they go big.
That's real fancy.
And they know, like, I mean, you gotta pay for that type of stuff. Like, and I've been trying to get people to understand, like, shrimp, salmon, steak, and all that shit. That shit is not cheap. That shit is expensive. Like, I'm not in the game to rip nobody off, but I mean, I also gotta make a profit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand what comes behind the cooking shit. Your feet be on fire. your hands hurt, like all type of weird ass shit. Like,
hey, this is another question. I want to ask. So, like, when you do your catering, you do everything by yourself, or like, do you have people that help out? You know, to make the process go faster. Like,
so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do everything by myself. So what I don't do, I don't serve. If I do like serve, it's gonna be an extra price. But I don't serve. I come there, I'll set up, set your food up in the warmers and do everything, all that. But I leave, but I don't ever come back. Like, all that shit is disposable. It's yours to keep. Whatever you want to do with it, it is what it is.
Okay. I had another question about pricing. So, like, for me, I try to be like fair. Like, but a lot of people tell me like, you got to get your worth. You know your worth. So, like, what advice do you have for me? Because I feel like I'm still a beginner. Like, I'm just having fun with it. Like, I'm lucky having fun with it. But it's like,
no, I'm having fun with cooking too. Like, I ain't never gonna lie, I love that shit. Like, that shit is very overwhelming. But like, I love, the compliments, the reviews. Like, that shit like made me, in a cool space. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would honestly say I base my pricing on the menu and the amount of people being served.
Right.
Like, when we get to factor into lamb chops, salmon, steak, shrimp, and all that shit, the prices kind of go up on them type of, menus.
Yeah.
So, and there's just no way you can really downgrade yourself on that, only because that shit is expensive. It's not cheap to go and feed salmon for 75 people or 100 people. So you just gotta just be like, they either gonna book it or they not gonna book it. And that's just how I just take every, soda I get. Like, it's just like, okay, I send them a menu. If they don't book it, and this is what it is, what it is. I can't, I think people get so more caught up into like the sales and whether I'm gonna get booked or not, but I just can't lowball myself because the price of food is expensive. Like, you're not gonna make no money lowballing yourself because you're gonna end up robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like, and I'm just not doing that.
Y'all, we cut up our vegetables. We got our seafood season. So now I'm gonna do the chicken. Throw the vegetables on the griddle and then let him do the seafood. Oh, y'all, I'm using adobo seasoning, by the way. Cayenne pepper.
And
this seasoning I got from my school. I don't even know what it's called. It's like it's a culinary herb blend. That's what it's called. We got some black pepper, parsley. We got olive oil, avocado to be exact. Minced onion, the dry kind. Old Bay, of course. Garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm gonna use all these to season my chicken. But yeah, like, just to piggyback off what you said, like, try to think like, you're not doing it for the money, you're doing it for the passion. But it's like you said, you don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. So it's like, the more, like, something I want to get into this year, as I get bookings and stuff, is that I want to make sure I get my worth. Like, me standing on my feet all day, because just how you is, I do everything by myself. Like, I don't have a team. I don't have people that I can call like, oh, come help me do this order. Like, I literally do everything by myself. When I first started, like, doing catering and stuff, I was still like recovering from long COVID. So it's like, it'll take me like 3 hours just to cook like a meal like this at home by myself. Because I was always tired. Like, I couldn't stand up too long. And I ain't gonna lie, I got discouraged in the process too, because I almost stopped cooking just because I knew, like, health-wise, I wasn't myself. So I just said, like, you know what, I'm gonna just take a break. And for a minute, I stopped cooking, actually. Like, this is before I, like, really started catering. I just stopped cooking, period. And it was hard, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little hurt a little bit, because it's like, how could I stop something I love so much? And there's not a lot of things that I like to do. Like, so this is something that I truly love, like, with a passion. So me not being myself, like, health-wise, it kind of messed with my mental a little bit. So I just was like, you know what? I don't even want to do it no more. But, like, once I started, like, getting back healthy, like, building myself up, like, I just started cooking again. It's like, now I be in the kitchen moving, like, fast, like.
But you gotta also, though, you gotta factor into, like, with all this shit, everything costs. The cost of your time, the cost of you going to the grocery store, the cost of your gas. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just factor into everything into that price. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta also being content with just being, like, on the strength that, like, that person is just not who you able to serve. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't got, you know, the funds to serve. Like, and that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be okay. And as long as you know you are cool. Well, also, I got a real good support system, though. My family would come over, my cousins, they'd come over and chop some vegetables up in a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you need some help type.
Yeah, like, all I got to do is get them drunk, and you know what I'm saying? They're get in the field. Like,
that's
take some drugs on. Like, you know, my friends, like, you know, I got a real supportive system when it comes to cooking. Like, they'll come over. They don't want nothing in return. They just want to be, you know, around and just to have a kick it. Like, when I say I have a lot of food for holidays, I'm talking I'll be cooking, like, dog shit plates. Like, dog shit food, it'd be like 3 of everything. 3 pans of lamb chops, 3 pans of ribs, 3 pans of this, and that, third. 3 pans of baked ribs. Like, like, it be, literally, we have so much food at my family events. And my cousins will come over, my friends, they'll come over and, you know, they'll get in the field. Like, they won't cook nothing, but they'll chop some veggies, shuck some corn, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got a real good support system when it comes to cooking. And I really appreciate that, though. They don't be want nothing in return.
Yeah, and that's the best people to keep around, because it's like, you will have people that come over and just be like, oh, I'm going to let you do everything. And it's like, I'm in here struggling. I'm in here losing my mind. Little do you know, like, and it's like, you know, sometimes I get in moods like I just want to do everything by myself, because it's like everybody don't cook how you do.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's my biggest struggle. Like, everybody's food not going to taste the same. So something might be salty to you and cool to them, and it might be salty to, you know, them and not salty to you. So it's like, you know, everybody got their own pace too.
So that's why when it comes to like me having help, like I don't let nobody cook. Like they can do everything, cut veggies, cut meat, cut everything. Yeah. But when it comes to cooking, I don't let nobody cook, because it's be like, and a lot of my clients is reoccurring. Like they really book me throughout the year for like different events. Like it'd be like their parents' events, their kids' events. Like it's a reoccurring thing. So they're gonna be used to that, you know, your food. Yeah. Like you gonna have your cousin cook. Yeah. That shit ain't gonna be the same.
It ain't gonna be the same.
Like you have all the steps that you want, but it ain't gonna be, you know, Chef Chay or Handsome Kevv food. Like, to be honest with you, like back in the days, I used to be so pressed to get a sale that I continue to check my text messages. Like, oh my God, they reply back. Is they gonna send anything? And it's like, but then now I just got to a point where it's just like, they either gonna book or they not gonna book. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, but I be so calm with it. Like, once I send the price, it is what it is. I'm not begging you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what, like, do you charge a deposit?
I do. So like I do, like depending on like what they get. So like I do like baking, like a little baking on the side too. So like if they want some cupcakes or something, like I'll charge them like a $10 deposit. Like, okay. And then like when they come to like catering, the most I probably charge is like maybe $30, depending on
$30.
Yeah, like just to lock the date in. So I mean the rest of the money day of the event or however you want to do it. But like honestly, I really haven't had no problems. Like, cause you know I just feel like I'm still getting used to it. So like I feel like once I find my groove with it, like I feel like the price is gonna go up, of course. So it's like I try to just start off, you know, what I know, to be like okay. But it's like eventually, like I want to up my prices because I know my worth. So it's like.
So I charge a 30% non-refundable deposit of the total price.
So like a roughly around that for like what's that for the deposit like?
If you're I just did an event and it was $1,750 times point. It was like 500, I think. Like, or 1,700 was 500 deposit, and it's not refundable. Like because like the deposit is like for me to go buy the groceries, like the retainer fee and all that. I think you should up the score on your prices. I mean on your deposit.
So like
your deposit should be like 25 to 30% of the total price, and it should be like non-refundable. That's what I think it should be.
So, like, what was your first, like, catering event? Like, how... Oh, no, I think we talked about that. Like, what was your favorite, I should say? Like, what was your favorite catering?
I'm not going to say I have a favorite. Like, I mean, because all of it be overwhelming, but it all end up being, like, good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once they get... Like, I think the biggest thing with catering is prioritizing your time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do. Like, you can't... Like, my biggest thing is I was trying to go to work. You know, I had a second job, so I'd be trying to go to work. they'll be offering like incentive pay, and I try to go get like that $50 an hour, and then still trying to get off work at 10 o'clock and go cook,
right,
and then kind of like double book myself when I should have got off at 4
to do it,
to start prepping, that way I can, but it's just really prioritizing your time for real.
Okay.
Have you ever had a bad event?
Honestly, no.
I had one bad event. It wasn't even like the food was nasty. It was a repast, and it was so fucking bad. What? It was just so bad.
You gotta give us a story time.
It was literally probably like 2 years ago, like to this day, and it was like my cousin Chica. She like really like saved the day, like, cause I was just like I was late. Like, it was just like everything. When I say everything went wrong, I was up to like 6 in the morning, and then like I just dozed off. And then when I got up, it was like 10 o'clock. It was just like, and I never did that before. Like, I'm usually like, if I go to sleep at like 5 and 6 and I'm cooking, I'll get up at like an hour and a half later. When I say I got up, it was 10 o'clock. It was just like everything went wrong. Like, I ain't never getting a flat. Like, my cousin, I was just like, she came and we put the shit in her car because I was just so distraught that I couldn't believe, because I had had a food at about 12. I still had to make 3 pans of macaroni and cheese.
Really?
Man, it was just, the shit was so crazy. And then we got there, we were setting up the food. The lady came up to me and was like, "This is why I don't deal with black people."
Oh my
God. It was like so bad. So then, like, it was so bad that it took me like an hour to set up the food. And then my cousin helped me set up like the food. And then she just points and she's like, "Look, get yourself together. Like, it's okay. Like, we here now. It's like, it is what it is." But if it wasn't for her though, because I'm like, I'm not good with what is that shit? What I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not good with rejection. Like, not rejection, but like,
y'all gonna say, like, how did you handle it? Like, how was that for you?
It was bad. Like, I'm telling you, I was depressed for like 2 days about that shit.
Really? I try to tell people too, like, when they ask me about cooking, like, I feel like they only see what's on the outside and not what really go on in the kitchen, because stuff can't happen. So like I said, like I was telling you earlier, like, I try not to beat myself down about stuff like that.
Kind of worked out because I don't know what conversation my cousin had with her. But then she came back and was like, black people, like, I swear to God, we got to the fucking repast and like everybody was just looking at us. Like, it was so like, man,
oh, that's him.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Oh my!
And then when she came up to me and she told me that, and then my cousin went up to the lady who paid for the event, and she was like, "Look, he's been up all night. Shit happens. It was a snowstorm last night. Like, it was literally around this time.
So this was in the winter time.
It was in the winter time." And she went up to her and, told her. And then, so, like, once everybody got, the food got served and the lady came up to me, she was like, "Look, you know how black people is. Like, it ain't me." Like, no. She apologized. But everything ended up working out. But it was just like, I didn't even want to have that, on my name.
Image,
like, Because I've never been late to an event. Like, and that was the first event. So now people be like, "Why are you coming so early?" Look, I need to be there an hour and a half prior to your event start time.
Do what's best suitable for you. Like, don't let nobody run your show.
So it's like, I try to be there like an hour and a half prior. Just to give me like that leg room. Just in case
something happen.
Ever since that day, I've been very proactive.
I did my cousin fashion show in May last year. And I ain't gonna lie, like, it was kind of the same thing, but except I had to call my friend to come help. Like, that was the only time I actually like called somebody to come help me, and she was like, "Oh, find the chicken." I'm like, "Fry the chicken." I'm like, "Do the macaroni." Like, I was like literally moving, like I was moving so fast. And my cousin was texting me like, "Yeah, like, where you at?" And I was embarrassed, like, this is bad. Like, but like you said, stuff happens. And I ended up, taking some money off the service. Like, like, that's my bad, because I knew what I was supposed to do, and I was moving, and I think I had like something small to do for somebody that day. So it's like I kind of overbooked myself that day. So, but it's like, it still ended up working out, because once everybody get the food, they get to eat, and they forget all about what just happened. That's the blessing in that. But
I think in that event, when I did that, like I always give extra food.
Yeah.
Like I'm just that, I just whatever is I got. I don't even like, oh, I'm 60 people.
Yeah.
Like you want 60 people, I'm probably gonna cook for 100. Like it's always extra food. Like
that's a good strategy too.
Yeah. So I think I don't know what my cousin said, but the lady was so like she came back to me, and it was crazy because she worked at my job.
Really?
Yeah, she worked at my job.
So like, do y'all like ever joke about that or just talk about it?
I seen her recently. Like we was in like the store because I work at a federal building. So she was in the store and she was just like, they still talking about that food, and she was like,
and that's the blessing.
It be like so it's just embarrassing. Like I hate running into her because it's just like I had that bad experience. Like, but I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Like, I don't be so like. How do you feel about cooking for like your family and stuff?
I love it.
No, so like cooking for your family and have to charge them.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
Like I said, like I try to look out, but it's like now it's getting to a point like I gotta start knowing my worth. Like, but like you said, like I also get people by word of mouth too. Like that's where most of my clientele come from. But like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, like I got like a couple people in my family that are booked with me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I avoid my family.
Yeah. That's the
best. And the reason why I avoid them, unless it's like my immediate family, unless it's like my immediate family, like I'd be like, should I make a dish? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, I just don't like being and put in a like bad space. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Agree. Like it just be like, you come to price, they feel like it's too much. Like,
and they feel like it's family, they want to get home. But like either way it goes, I'm gonna look out. Like if we like close like that,
I don't look
family.
Out.
Like
I don't like if I sell dinners or something. I don't let my family buy.
Yeah.
Like that's I just don't. I just kind of separate the business from. Like I cook for my family all the time. My family gets the best of the best, so it's just like, and they don't be tripping. Like they know, like if I post a menu, like they ain't gonna be like, oh my god, like we can't. Like they know like what it is, like because they get all the best of the best. Like they
and they know you're full fire. Like
like they try the shit before it even hit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the more like I get bigger, the more bigger and bigger I get. I feel like in a point in time that might happen, like where you might have to avoid certain family members that don't want to pay that.
I don't do no family members.
Yeah, like they don't want to pay that ticket. But right now. I'm not against it. So if you're watching this, don't get offended. I'm not against it now, but I'm just saying if that was to happen, I could see what
family. I just don't be wanting to cross those paths. Like I love y'all to death, but
besides that, me being late, like. I feel like everything was cool for real. Like, it's like if I ain't have my friend like come help me, I would have been even more late than I was supposed to be. So, I tried to communicate too, like this was going on. But for the most part, like everything be cool for real. Like I just turn on my music, I lock in, and depending on how many people it is, it might take me all night. I might stay up, like if I got work or something, like. I'll start in the middle of the night, take a little break, wake up 5, 6, finish it off only because I know like I don't pace myself that well all the time. So just to be on the safe side, like if I'm losing sleep behind it, that's just what it is. I'm losing sleep behind it.
So what do you feel like the hardest thing? Is it cooking or is it prepping?
I'm gonna say cooking, just because like I stay in an apartment, so I don't really have a lot of kitchen space. Like I have to use, what I can use. But I feel like prepping be cool, like because I can use, all the space that I can use and set stuff to the side, put it in the refrigerator. But it's like when you actually like cooking the food, you only got so much oven space, or depending on what they order, like you only got so much space. So I feel like it's only hard for me cooking the food because I stay in an apartment. So
do you focus on like one thing at a time?
I used to. I can honestly be honest on that. I used to. So like if I start the macaroni, I'm doing the macaroni while the macaroni cooking. I can start maybe seasoning the chicken. When the macaroni come out, pop the chicken in the oven, then I'm doing something else. But like now I actually try to like prep everything first and then just throw it in the oven when stuff coming out instead of just waiting till when something get done, I'm starting to cook something else. Like I could literally just prep everything like while I'm seasoning the chicken. I'm boiling the noodles. Noodles come out, chicken go in the oven. And sometimes I cook them at the same time, depending. Like if they got one pan of chicken or 2 pan chicken, I can fit 2 pans up top and then macaroni on the bottom. So, I just try to make it work for myself as best as I can.
I think my biggest thing is time management. Like,
that's important.
I think and it's just be like I be so money hungry. Cause I be trying to do like I'll probably do like try to do like 2 catering orders in a day.
In a day?
I've did it before.
Oh, you were so
yeah. So it just be like so I'm learning like you can't do that because it's gonna you know what I'm saying you ain't gonna get your best results.
I learned so much, not just about myself, but just by catering by itself. And like I feel like the thing I need to learn is the pricing. So it's like I'm taking everything that you're saying and I'm putting it back in my head. Like okay, that give me an idea like how I want to price my stuff because people are texting me like oh like how much you want for a pan of macaroni. So like if somebody asks you to make 1 pan of macaroni, how much do you charge?
$200.
For a pan of macaroni?
Hell
like
yeah.
a full size like that
like that, hell yeah.
You know how much I charge for
how much?
You gonna laugh at me.
How much?
$75. Cause I don't know. Like
cheese is expensive as hell.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta take your time. Like it be like it don't be about it's like paying for you. Like you gotta make your coins too. It's like, okay, I'm about to go spend $70 on all this shit.
Yeah.
For a pan of macaroni.
Yeah.
To make what? $20? Like
yeah. And it's like the thing about that is they buy the food. So
I don't let nobody buy no food.
Yeah, so like when they buy it, like some people like they give me their food stamp card, and I'll go to them like I got food stamp. I ain't knocking nobody hustle. You gotta get it how you get it. Like I don't mind going to the store with no food stamp. I like that better anyway, because it's like you know how much you could spend instead of like I'm overwhelmed.
So what I do is that I'll be like, let me buy the food stamps.
Buy the food stamps.
I will buy the food stamps. And then I would send them a menu, and then that's what they gonna work with, but they still gotta pay me.
Right. True. Okay.
That's
a good strategy. I like that.
So it's like at the end of the day, like you gotta factor in using your lights or gas, like and a lot of people don't think like that.
I didn't.
Like you using your lights or gas in your car to go to the grocery store. There's a lot of shit factoring into catering, like the wear and tear on your hands. Like my hands be on fire, like. You cutting all type of shit, chicken, clean all that chicken for 75 people. Like, that shit is a lot.
Yeah. Y'all, look at this. These chicken thighs. Look at that. Beautiful. So I got a question for you. So, like, what made you want to, like, just start, like, cooking? Like, was it something you always loved to do? Or, like, one day you just just start cooking, like like how was it for you, like starting off, like?
So I always used to cook, but I used to make like good ass food, like since I was young.
Yeah.
My dad was a cook. My dad used to cook for us when we was kids. Like
really?
My dad know to cook. I don't know what the fuck he got going on now, but he can't cook now.
Really?
No. Once they get older, like they be like a little lazy.
Yeah.
Like they don't have a passion for it no more.
I feel like that's my biggest fear.
What is losing your
passion? Older, and somebody be like, "This food nasty." Like that's my biggest fear.
But like they weren't getting paid back then for it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, back then it's different now. It's definitely different. It's definitely different nowadays. I could definitely agree with that. Cause like my aunties, like for me, how I started cooking, like I started cooking when I was 5. So like I used to be in the kitchen just playing around. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like I'm talking about playing in my mama's kitchen, going over my grandmother's house, my dad's mother. I'm talking about going in her kitchen, finding everything in there, cutting up her, like wasting her food, just playing. Like it was me and my cousin. And I remember one day we had got in trouble for doing that. But I'm like, it ain't no reason why I keep doing this. Like I need to learn how to cook for real.
Right.
So, my mom, like when my mom would be at work and like me and my sister would come home from school, my mom not there yet. She ain't cooking till she get off. So I gotta find something. I just started cooking at home.
That was me.
Like, you gotta find your way.
And my great aunt, she was like a real big cook in our family. When I say she used to cook so motherfucking good, like when we was younger.
What was your favorite meal that she used to cook?
Like everything she cooked. Like her macaroni, her ribs,
So was she like a Southern style type of cooker? Like she like cook like Southern style food?
She used to cook like soul food, but I'm saying like she used to cook like she cooked every day. Like she my cousin and them, their mother died, and then she took them in, and then she became like our like grandmother, like to the whole family.
Yeah.
So every weekend, like we would go over her house and shit. And when I say she used to cook like exotic food, like gumbo, like like every Sunday we went over her house every Sunday, and like my family big as fuck, like, and she would cook every Sunday. So she would cook like for the whole like entire family. It'd be like 30 of us over there.
Really?
Yes, like, and she would cook. Like I'm talking about that shit used to be so fucking good.
I always said I wanted to be like that auntie because I don't have no kids right now. So like I always said like, you know, if I don't have kids, like eventually I want kids, but like I always want to be that person known as like, oh, we can go over Chay house and I know she gonna feed it, like she gonna look after us. Like I want to be that type of person because like my family like that. So
like go light the grill, like have us lighting the grill. We used to be young as hell.
Lighting the grill?
Yeah, like 9, 10, like you know. But her food used to be so good. Like that shit was made with love. I ain't never gonna lie. Like you knew that shit was made with love.
Yeah.
And like she was one of them older people who would make you eat all your food. Yeah. Like I was skinny as fuck when I was little, and she used to make me like a big ass plate of spaghetti like this big, like, and made me eat it. Like, but that spaghetti used to be good as fuck. Like I ain't even gonna lie.
Like we ain't wasting no food over here.
No food. Like
we ain't wasting
she
no
would have
food.
all the snacks, like every food you can think of.
That's how I feel like that's how my house
is.
Like
she used to on Friday she used to make like fish fry. Like she used to have a fish fry on Friday.
My grandma was.
Yeah, like she used to make gumbo and shit. Like man, that shit used to be so fucking good. Like we ain't like nobody do that shit no more.
Yeah, we the new adults. That's the problem.
Like,
I feel like our generation so used to being spoiled. Like they used to people doing it for them. So it's like now we got to be the people that's cooking and that's hosting a family event. So that's why I said like, you know, I always.
She just passed away though, like back in August. Like rest in peace for her. But like, we had got to a point like me and my cousins and shit. We would go to her house on like every Sunday, like and continue that tradition and shit. And then she just started letting us cook. She was like, fuck it, like we all come over here to get drunk. We would come up, me and my cousins go over there to get drunk. We were in there just cooking. Holidays. I remember one day, Labor Day, when nobody in my family cooking. Me and my cousins, we in a group chat like you know, damn, like it's like 1 o'clock. We're like, what the fuck going on? Like, you know, shit need to be on the grill. Yeah. So we're like, damn.
You know, black people, we don't never get
started.
I
think we had gotten into a fight at her house, like probably like the day before, and she was not on that shit. Like she was like, hell no, y'all ain't come over my house.
Yeah, tearing my house.
So I'm like, yeah. She like, so I asked my cousin, I'm like, shit, ask her, can we come over and cook? Tell her we ain't gonna argue. So she like, yeah, y'all can come over. And we end up like came over there. We end up like making a whole fucking Labor Day meal.
I want to get to that point to where like, you know, we can go over one person's house and they just let the younger ones take over. Like I ain't cooking, y'all go ahead. Y'all want to come over here, go ahead. Like, but it's like my family are like that, so they do all cooking and then we just go over there and eat. Like well, it used to be like that. Like they don't really do it as much now because we older. But like when we was younger, like we always used to go over my auntie house all the time. Like she would cook Sunday dinner and have everybody come over there. All the kids, like we'd go over there.
No, I got a real close knit family on both sides.
You want to switch sides?
So, yeah, we can switch sides.
All right, y'all. So I just finished the chicken thighs. So we gonna swap, and he gonna do the shrimp and the salmon and everything. And while he doing that, I'm gonna cut up the stuff.
We gotta start off with the chicken first, cause she allergic.
Oh, let me move this up. Okay. While he's doing that, I'm gonna cut up the chicken.
Got our shrimp going on.
That shrimp looks so good. I'm so mad I'm allergic. You know what's so crazy? I used to love shrimp, like.
Oh, for real?
But one day I just ate it. I had my high school graduation day. I ate it. I was in a Hooja hospital, swelled up like a pumpkin, like somebody beat me up. Like that's how bad my face was swelled. Like, and me and my mom was trying to figure out like where it came from, because I went to Benihana, so it was weird. How did I just magically just become allergic to shrimp? Like I love shrimp, like, and I ain't ate it in so long, but it's like I low key do miss eating it because it's like basically my favorite thing to eat, literally. Oh, this chicken thighs is so tender, like.
Yeah, chicken thighs is way more juicier than chicken breast. If y'all don't know that.
And I'm learning that as I get more in depth. Like when I do different like meals using different types of chicken. Cause I was a breast type of girl. Like I love me some chicken breasts only because they white meat. But
that shit gets dry so fast.
Yeah, it really does. Like it really does. I can agree on that 100%. So like, what's your goals like for this year for cooking? Like
I want a food truck. That's my goal.
YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want a restaurant though. I'm like kind of past that. All right, y'all. She's cutting the chicken up still. I did the shrimp.
Yo, them shrimp look so good.
Got the salmon on there right now. So what made you like want to turn this into content?
Like you saying like recording videos like just by myself or like having people like
just everything on the board, like you know.
In all honesty,
I can't do that.
like I'm just having fun with it. Like I enjoy cooking. Like don't get me wrong, but like it's fun for me. Right. So it's like I feel like this is my escape.
I don't even consider myself a chef.
You don't?
No, like I'm not a chef. Like I never went to school to be a chef. Like I'm in school for IT.
For real? So would you go to culinary school?
Well, yeah, I would. No, I'm open to it. Like I'm open to a lot of things nowadays. Like I
think you should for the experience.
I used to be opposed to like going to culinary school because I thought that was like some natural shit that you do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm just like it is what it is. Like I'm not too gullible to be knowledgeable. Like you know, it's always somebody that knows something better than you. You can't be ignorant. And be opposed to a lot of things, like you know what I'm saying? Because
I definitely agree.
You will fuck yourself up in the long run.
I definitely agree because like I was telling you earlier, like I'm in school with people who swear up and down they know it all. And for instance, like we had to do this final in school. So we had to do like you know how they do it on Master Chef, right?
Yeah.
They gotta cook in front of judges.
Yeah.
When I tell you I was so nervous because my teacher, like he's not hard to please, but like I said, everybody's taste buds is different. You cannot please everybody.
Right.
I was so nervous because me going to school versus when I cook at home, I tell you all the time, it's a different ball game. So it's like the way we going about stuff, this is our natural way of cooking. So we might be comfortable with this, but like when you go in the kitchen and you like in front of a real executive chef, you gotta follow by the rules. So I'm not
they don't like seasoning.
Yeah, and they don't. So it's like they literally, and I was just telling on the last episode, like we literally use salt and pepper for everything. We're not allowed to use adobo, Old Bay, like we're not allowed to use this stuff. Like they literally use salt and pepper. And when you go in a restaurant too, I just learned how to do like how to actually cook a steak. Cause I like my steak well done, but in a restaurant you have to make your steak medium rare.
Yeah.
And it has to still be pink, or somebody's going to complain like my steak is not cooked correct. Cause me, I'm gonna cook a steak all the way till it's brown. Trust me. But
you gotta grow up.
Yeah, so it's like I ain't gonna lie. Me being in culinary school taught me that, and my teacher had me eating smeared duck, like eating stuff I don't eat at home. Like, I don't eat that stuff at home. I'm not gonna eat no raw steak at home. I want to cook my steak all the way till it's brown to my liking. But me being in school, it really like lightened me up and opened me up to eating a lot of stuff and learning a lot of stuff as well. Like I learned how to do like the you like when you go to like Roof Chris or like Marble Room or something, you get a steak and they got that diamond on there, like that diamond shape. So like the teacher showed me how like to flip the keep flipping it, like when you cooking, like you literally gotta flip it like this, like keep turning it in a circle. And that's how you get the little diamond shape on there. But like little stuff like that excites me. Like I like my stuff looking fancy, so it's like it just helped me learn a lot of stuff that I don't do at home.
That's what really cooking all about. Cooking is really like presentation. If you got presentation and you know how to season, like you got a game changer. They
definitely do.
You gonna get booked forever.
I promise you. I remember when I first started off cooking, like when it used to be like cooking for my family and friends, like when I make somebody plate, like I'll just place the food on there and like it wouldn't be sloppy. But like now, when I'm posting on Instagram, I'm talking about I'm taking paper towels because I learned it in school. Like
the wipe shit on the side.
I'm wiping. Yeah. Like hold on, this need a little more parsley. Like I'm telling you all, like I'll be in my zone. Like when it's presentation time because that's very important. Like because my teacher had to tell me like if it's a little piece of something on the edge, like a sauce or something, somebody's gonna complain because they feel like, would you eat this? Like they big on presentation. Like that's very important. So. I feel like going to school, like for me it's fun. Like it's a fun experience. Like some people take it serious.
Where did you get these like little hot plates from though?
I got this off of auction. It was brand new in the box. So y'all, it's this auction thing. It's called Olay, OLA auction. It's a website you can download it on the App Store and literally bid on cooking items.
When you like cater, or you were like in a game of working smarter and not harder? Cause like my kitchen is like damn near practically an industrial kitchen. I got the whole like the rack from the ceiling to the floor. Yeah.
I need one of those, but like my cellars ain't that high, so I had to get this from Walmart. But you know, I bake too, so it's like I don't really have a lot of space. Yeah. So I try to work smarter, should I say? Because like I said, when I first started, I was working too hard, doing stuff the wrong way instead of just really like pacing myself, you know, to make sure I was doing everything I was supposed to do and I had everything I need. But I feel like my biggest thing is space, for real. Like that's my biggest thing right now is space. But I feel like everything, like I need to learn. Like I'm just still learning as I go, for real.
Yeah, like I got like a lot of gadgets. Like they got like a got a Ninja griddle.
You got a Ninja slushy machine too?
No, I ain't got that yet. I ordered it, but it's on back order.
Really?
But I got the Ninja grill, like the indoor grill. It works real good. Is that the one with
the lid on it?
Yeah, the lid on it, you smash it down.
I seen Uncle Bev with that. Been around the chef on Instagram. He got all the Ninja gadgets. Like
I got the Ninja, I got that. I got the George Foreman grill. I got the fryer. The what the fuck is it called? It's a fryer. So I'll be dropping like if I'm making chicken, I'll drop that shit. But I keep it outside though. And I just go in the house and get to doing what I'm doing. 20 minutes later.
So I got a question. So I don't know if you saw that guy that be on Instagram. He be like frying. He from like, I want to say he like Alabama or somewhere down there. He be deep frying like raccoons.
Yeah, I know. I follow him on Instagram.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. What do you know what the name of that machine? Is that what you got? That machine?
No, I don't got that. I ain't that advanced.
Okay, yeah.
But I got this. It's called Master Fryer.
And they cook like a lot of chicken at once.
You can cook a lot of chicken at once. Man.
As y'all can see, he removing the shrimp, putting it on the cutting board. He gonna start cutting up the shrimp and cutting up the salmon. And as soon as he done with that, we're gonna show y'all how to make the sauce for the stuffed shells. Almost said stuffed salmon.
Cutting up the shrimp.
Oh, this shrimp looks so good. He ain't playing no games. None. So while he showing y'all the shrimp, I'm gonna show y'all how we about to do our sauce. You got any more questions?
Whatever you wanna ask.
Let's see. So we talked about school, pricing. We gave tips on how to cater. Let's see. What's your go-to meal? Like something that you just absolutely love cooking. Like you can like just be like, I'm hungry, I'm about to cook something. You know what? I'm about to cook my favorite thing. What would it be that you cook?
My favorite meal to cook is like probably like Alfredo.
Alfredo, okay.
Like plain Alfredo. Like I don't like chicken or shrimp or nothing in my shit.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't like it.
That's different. I ain't gonna lie. That was the first time I heard something like that. That was different. That's real different.
I love a good Alfredo. But like my favorite food is like pizza.
You like pizza?
Yeah, I love pizza.
Okay, so like, have you ever made like homemade pizza before? Like,
no, I'm not a baker though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really?
I'm not into baking. I don't got no passion to get into baking. Yeah, like.
Listen, baking. If I could describe a word other than hard, it's complicated because you could have a recipe and you will like off measure something. It can mess up the whole recipe, no matter how small it is. Like that's why I can't really get into baking how I can cooking, because I feel like with cooking you can always doctor it up your own way. But with baking, I'm telling you, like you is more so making like a fresh thing of bread, like and you doing your yeast and stuff. If you let your yeast cook, like it's one little thing that can literally mess up one big thing. Like I can't really get into it, and I'm doing like cost control so I can learn how to like budget when I'm cooking, like you said, doing like catering stuff. So that's why I was asking you a lot of questions earlier, because I don't really know yet, because I didn't take those classes yet. So it's like now you kind of gave me an idea. My suggestion to you
is always up to skill. No.
Seriously, because you got to get your work. Like I agree with you on that, and I feel like you coming here today just telling me that just more so gave me motivation to really like like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, hold myself accountable to my worth. Like, don't try to like always look out. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it, but like, you gotta get your worth. You gotta get your money's worth.
You gave me motivation to start baking. Like, that's not my thing. I don't like baking. It's just not.
Baking is fun, like, cause you be seeing those little classes they be doing like cake and sip. They be doing like cake and sips and stuff. So like, you could do stuff like that just to do it for fun. But like, I do like little stuff like pound cake, cupcake, little stuff like that. Like, you could start off small, like some stuff that you could buy out the store. It'll teach you some stuff. But before we get more into the questions, I'm gonna show y'all how to make the sauce. So I just poured heavy whipping cream in the pot. So then
I ain't really this big, my that's a little.
I think you look nice. Like you look just like a chef. You said you don't consider yourself a chef, but you a chef today.
I should love small.
So okay, I got a question. So when you make your Alfredo, what do you use?
I'm gonna be honest with you, like I tried a couple of different things, but the one I like is the Parmesan cheese, the heavy whipping cream, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, and Italian seasoning, and
I ain't gonna lie, I should have let you take over on the
Italian cheese. Like,
it sounds like you got a better recipe than me.
That's just my go-to. Like it's just like a trial and error thing. Like I play with the cream cheese, and then sometimes I make it a little bit too thick.
It do.
But since we making like stuff shells, like you want it to be thick. Yeah. So I kind of felt where you was coming from when you did it though. Yeah. So like
I was kind of hesitant because I was gonna ask you like I don't know because a lot of people don't use the cream cheese, but I just learned to start doing that because I was using heavy whipping cream. I use Italian cheese. I was taught to use Italian. So.
That's what I just said. I was using Italian cheese, Parmesan cheese.
I got to use it that way because I heard a lot of people say they like Parmesan cheese better.
The Parmesan cheese is give it like a salty taste. Like,
you think so?
No, for sure.
I'm gonna have to try it because I feel like
Parmesan cheese is a little salty. Like when you add it to your sauce, it'd be like a salty. And you don't really gotta season as much. Like put a little bit of Italian seasoning.
That Italian gonna give it that.
Yeah, a little bit of salt and pepper. Cajun if you want a little spicy, and then there's it is what it is.
You like spicy food?
I did, but I'm older. I'm getting older, so it's like I'm branching away from spicy food.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I love
like I used to like food. Everything I used to make used to be spicy. But like
my mom get on me all the time like, yo, greens are too spicy. And I was like, they want spicy to me.
Yeah, my mom used to be like that too.
Like they not spicy.
But I'm branching away from like spicy food because it just don't do well with me.
I was thinking like we should have did some chicken jerk pasta. I always wanted to try that because I've never had it before, and I heard it's so good. Like
jerk pasta?
Yes, I've never had it. No,
it's just like making Alfredo. It's just like you add a little jerk seasoning.
I've never had it. I always want to try it.
It's crazy. I just made like some jerk barbecue chicken last week.
Oh my god,
family. That shit was good as fuck.
Oh my god,
I don't like barbecue sauce.
You don't?
Hell no, because I didn't eat only thing I was like for like the last probably like 6 years, I was only eating like seafood.
Really? So you like a lot of seafood? Like you a seafood lover?
I just started to branch away from it. Like I don't know what it was. It's just like I used to be a shrimp fanatic, and then
me too.
I used to just like the last year I ain't like it. Like it just used to leave a funny taste in my mouth. So I started back like eating chicken. Like I'd be drunk. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'd have
y'all ain't gonna lie. Chicken.
It was that one time I was out with my cousins and we went to I fucked the motherfucking wings up.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like chicken everybody goes
my family like, wait, what the fuck you ain't ate chicken in?
So like didn't used to like chicken, or it's just like something you never too much care for?
No, I don't like being heavy. Like I don't like my stomach being heavy on food. So like whenever I used to eat like steak or like any type of beef,
like that bloated type
of thing. That shit used to make my stomach hurt. And then I used to couldn't digest like red meat.
Yeah. Yep. And they was telling me too, like when you cook your steak well done, it don't always digest. But I'm like I said, I'm learning. Like I'll be so amazed by the most obvious stuff. I'm not even gonna lie to you all. Like you'll be like, you've been cooking how long? You don't know that? You don't know everything. You don't know everything. But that's why like when you be around different people or you getting a different knowledge, you learn a lot of stuff that you didn't know. But
yeah, still to this day I don't eat red meat. Like I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork.
So did you never used to eat pork, or you just didn't?
So when we was kids, like my dad used to like us eating pork. So like we didn't eat it at home. Okay. But you know, like when you get around your family, you know, you sneak and eat this shit. Yeah. Like, so it's like one of those things. But when I just got older, I just, you know, kind of like shit. This shit really not. It's not that. Yeah, not that good for real.
My family, like we grew up on pork. Like my grandmother, I'm talking about. My grandfather used to always get on the grill. My grandma cooking, pig feet, chitlins, pork shoulder. I never ate chitlins before, and I would never eat it, ever.
I never ate chitlins before for real.
The stomach, like the smell is just sick to my stomach. But like my grandmother, like we grew up on a lot of pork, so like my mom did too. But like as she got older, she said to make her she said making her hair hurt. So she stopped buying it like in the house. But like if I wanted like some pork bacon or something, me and my sister wanted it, she'd buy it for us. But now as an adult, like I don't really eat pork unless it's like bacon. I'm not a breakfast eater, so I don't really do like sausage like that. But I love me some bacon for sure. And I do ribs, like here and there, pork ribs. But I'm more so like a beef rib type of person. But I don't really do no pork.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a breakfast eater. Like I don't. That's the thing.
I can't just get up.
Give me the soul food. I love soul food.
Yeah, I gotta wait till like about 3 or 4 o'clock to eat because I got to fast today. I'm not about to eat no breakfast as soon as I wake up. I don't wake up hungry. Like,
and I don't like being full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that full feeling ain't a good feeling either. Yeah. Cause I get full too fast. So like I could eat one meal a day. Like actually, this is literally my first meal of the day. Like I haven't ate nothing today, so this won't fill me up till about tomorrow. Like that's how small my appetite is. Like it's small for me. All right, y'all. So I added the heavy whipping cream, the cream cheese, and the Italian cheese. So we're gonna put it on the stove, season it up a little bit with pepper or herb blend, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, a little Italian seasoning, parsley. And then we're gonna show y'all how to stuff the shells. We started stuffing our shells. So we got chicken over here. And then what you got in yours?
I got shrimp and salmon.
Okay. You got any upcoming catering events like that you doing?
Actually, yeah, I got 2 events this week.
Okay.
I'm cooking for the county on Wednesday, the Cuyahoga County Jail employees.
Do you feel overwhelmed? Like
no, I don't feel overwhelmed because like usually when I do stuff like that, I set out like a menu. I set out like a one menu, like with like a couple of different options, and then I send a menu, and then the county employees like, you know, they tell me what they want, and then I make my little dinners.
You know what you're making?
Making.
Oh, this sounds good. I might have to go down to the county and put me an order in. I know it's fire on the menu.
So it's steak topped with lobster and shrimp, cream sauce, with garlic mash, and asparagus topped with beef bacon.
Oh my god!
I also got grilled salmon topped with lobster and shrimp, cream sauce, with garlic mashed potatoes and asparagus with beef bacon topped with beef bacon.
Oh my god, that sounds so good. So like, do you know how many people for sure that you like having to cook for? Or you just like whoever?
I won't know until tomorrow. I got like my cousin. She worked down at the county.
Okay, is she a CEO down there?
Yeah, she's a CEO down there. Okay. She like a manager or something. Okay. And she had just set the menu out to her coworkers. The last time I did, I got a nice little.
A nice amount. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, her they make the bank down there being CEOs and working in the county overall. That's good. I'm very excited for you.
Saturday, I'm cooking for like somebody's 60th birthday party.
So how many people is that?
I think it's like 100 people.
Okay. So what's the biggest order you did like with people?
I think the biggest I ever did was probably like 150.
150?
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to like what was the menu and how long did it take you to cook it?
It was like some lamb chops, steak, green beans, asparagus, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, salad. So it really don't take me a long time to cook, like, cause I know how to cook.
Right.
The hardest part about cooking is prepping. Like prepping is just like if I had somebody with me prepping, we would knock that shit out, and I'd cook that shit out like
through the whole night.
Hell yeah. Like, but it's just prepping, like prepping, cleaning chicken, cleaning meat, cleaning lamb chops, like like that shit is very time consuming.
It is cutting off the fat,
like you know what I'm saying. So there's a lot what comes with catering that people don't see, and they think you know.
I swear
trying
they
to
don't know.
rip them off.
Yeah, they don't know. They really don't. And it's like you got to think about it. Like you low key feel like you under pressure too.
Yeah.
Because you got to move fast, and it's just a lot. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's not as easy as y'all think.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm definitely excited to hear how your event went.
Yeah, do you have any upcoming catering events?
Honestly, no. Like I'm taking a break, honestly, because I gotta focus on school. Once I'm done with school, I can just fully focus on catering. Like I'm kind of scared, but I'm excited. Like I'm scared and excited at the same time.
I'm kind of like honestly, like I'm getting back into my stepping grounds of like pushing dinners. Like it's like you gotta maneuver. Like you know what I'm saying. If cooking is your passion, you gotta always go back to what you know. And that's what I'm getting into. Like like shit, I can sell dinners, and then it is what it is. I sell dinners like I sell to like a fucking Cleveland Clinic or the county employees like before I like go public. I'm trying to get into the to the point where I go public, but it's like my anxiety of dealing with people is like not there. So
you feel like when you overwhelmed with cooking, like it triggers your anxiety.
Hell yeah, real bad.
I can definitely agree with that. Like
if you seen me cook and like I'm under pressure, like I'm terrible.
You all over the place.
I'm all over the place.
So like, do you feel like I ain't gonna lie? Because when I be in the kitchen, I don't like people standing over my shoulders. Like especially if I'm doing.
Nobody does it to me. Like my cousin though, like she is so supportive. Like in my when we cooking, she'll like come over and it's like she come over at the right time. She'll be like, "What do you need me to do? You need to drink, like you know what I'm saying, like
anything to make it easier."
For you. I like that. Breathe, like just here, it's gonna be okay.
Because she probably understand how overwhelming.
Yeah, like she always come and she just be like, she be like a lifesaver. Like she'll come, she don't ask for nothing, because she literally be like, "You need to cook, you need to cook, you need to cook, you need to cook."
And that's good to have people like that in your corner too.
This and that and the third. Like she always tell me to cook, like
pushing you to your.
You need to cook, like you need to cook. Just cook, like you need to cook.
That's good. Like you definitely need people like that around you, because it do get overwhelming. Like to the point, like I just be like, I don't want to do this no more. Yeah. Like it get overwhelming. Like people really don't understand.
Like my folks is so supportive. Like they'll come and like my kitchen would be like a fucking mess. I'm somebody be like shit everywhere. Like and like I can't focus in the nasty kitchen. Like I'd be just going crazy. Like walking around. Too much stuff. Yeah, like it's just too much shit going on. Like and I don't be knowing where to start. Like you know what I'm saying. So it'd be like if somebody just give me like that. Like I wash the dishes.
Yeah, just keep cooking. I'll wash the dishes.
Yeah, like I didn't burn one of my friends before.
Cooking?
Oh, trust me, big ass pot of boiling water.
Was her arm like?
It was like right here.
Oh, did she have that like?
She had like, what's the baddest burn you get? Like second degree?
Second, I think that's the
yeah, like second degree burns. Like it was bad.
Oh God.
But whenever I cook though, like if I have something real large and my folks like I tell them to come over, they'll come over. They're just like I don't even be needing them to help me. I just be wanting the company, like for them to sit in the living room. They're sitting in the living room literally all night, like it's like 5, 6 in the morning.
While you cooking?
While I'm cooking, like it'd be like crazy. Like I got the like best support system when it comes to cooking. Like my cousins, and my friends, like I appreciate them though. Like I don't think I'll never find nobody who. They don't be wanting nothing. They don't be wanting to try the food. Like,
oh no, I gotta have. Like I be like,
like I make them try the food.
Yeah,
like
try this, but
they don't be on my face. Like, let me get some. Let me get some. Like, no, like they just literally be there for the vibes. Like, if I have a big family event at my house and shit, like, cause I host like July 4th.
That's a big. Now that's big.
They literally clean up my whole house the next day. Like,
really?
Man, they just like because they encourage me to cook, like so they just be like
that's
all
good.
on
You
board.
need people like that around you.
Like you definitely do. And you don't think about it until you just be like, damn, like I really do got a good support system.
You do.
With this shit.
I swear. I definitely got a good support.
You just be lingering around, slacking, not cooking, like be doing shit, and then you be like, damn, like I'm going through shit like what such and such, and this is and the third. Yep. And it ain't nothing but God is leading you back to your stomping grounds. Like, nigga, get your ass up and cook. Like you know your purpose. Like walking. Yeah, like you ain't even walking in your purpose. Like you going through all that shit, and you never got to. You have a you stressing yourself out. Yeah, like that's how and that's why I'm glad I got like friends too that like that pray for me too. Like they real big on God. Like we all are. So it's like I start having like a nervous breakdown. Like I don't want to do this no more. Like full blown crying. Like because it's so overwhelming at times. And like my friends be like, listen, you a woman of faith. We don't even play them types of games. Like get yourself together. Like you know what God called you to be. Walking your purpose. Like don't give up. That ain't nothing but the devil trying to stop you from being like big for know because you know what your calling is. So I just feel like whenever you get in them types of moods, like just pray. Like, listen, God, I know that's not me. Because why I'm not in the mood to cook, why I'm not in the mood to do this, and I know what you told me to be. The mood. It'd be like, you would be like 75% done, and just like, you get so fucking overwhelmed. Yeah. And it'd be like, my family, like my cousins, they literally would come to my house and literally stay there to 7 in the morning. And I never really paid attention, like, damn, like, I gotta appreciate them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, they pushed me to my full potential. Like, if it wasn't for them, like, I wouldn't be able to get through a lot of this shit. Like, they don't want no money. They don't want nothing. They just be there. Like, they be like, yeah, we'll come over. Very supportive. Yeah, I love those type of people that be there to support you just because they know. Yeah. And it's like they'll see. It's like people will see you walking in your calling. And it's like, they won't even allow you to get up. They're give up. They're my favorite people because it's like I know when I'm falling short, I got somebody behind me or people on the side and be like, hey, like no, get it together. I can be like, I'm cooking. I got a big event. Like I need y'all there on Friday night. I'm telling you, they're gonna come over. That's the best. That's like, and they, or I'll be like, I'm cooking tomorrow. I need y'all. Like I need y'all, and they be like, all right, we'll be over there at 8:00. Yeah. I'm telling you, they will not leave till like 7:00. Like, and there's just been many occasions. Then even they go home, get themselves together, come back, and clean my whole house up. Like I'll be somewhere passed out. I wake up, they done mop everything up outside. Like you know what I'm saying. You gotta be looking at shit like that. Like damn, like I got a support system with this shit. Like I don't like most people don't got no support system. They don't. Like they be getting everything out the mud by themselves. Like it be hard. So to the people that's out there that's starting catering and y'all don't have a support system, I can support you. Regardless of where you at, I can support you, give you some tips. Like, cause it's not hard. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. That's what I'm going to say. It's not easy. That shit, it's not hard. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Like it gets you out of body sometimes. Get the questioning yourself. But I'm the complete opposite. Like my friends, like they be like, oh, we know you about to get in your mode. We're not gonna call you until you done. Like, cause I would get so distracted. I'm easy. I got like one day I had flipped on my cousins. It was like really. It was Memorial Day, like probably like 2021. And I was shucking corn, like I invited them over. I was shucking like 80 corns, like corn on the cob. I just shucked all these motherfucking corns, and I looked in the motherfucking living room. They was having a dancing contest, like they was on the microphone on the karaoke, whatever the fuck they was doing. I kicked all their ass out at like 4 in the morning. Really? Yeah, it'd be like that. You be irritated because like man, I'm in here. Y'all in here having fun. And then I had to get my shit together and I had to call them at like 6 in the morning because I needed them. I went and got all their ass. I pulled in my car. I got my car and went and got all their ass. I'm like, look, I need y'all. Like my bad. I ain't even I was just mad. I went and picked all them up. I was just mad. I was going through some shit. Like y'all was having fun, but my cousins are there. Come, I'm telling you, they'll do whatever. Like. And I'll just be appreciating them. That is, it's very important to try to like find that support system because you definitely gonna need it. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I don't need nobody. That's a lie. Yeah, that is a lie. Like I can honestly say, when it comes to like cleaning up, like I don't gotta clean up. Like they'll come clean up my house. I'm talking about before they leave, they'll literally make sure everything trash to the front, wash every dish there is. Like it's just they be. And then it's like you don't look at it like in the time being. Then when you just start to reflect, like a lot of people don't got this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? They don't. Yeah, like my friends come help me. Like when I have events and like it's open. Yeah. Like they help me. Like oh, what you need us to do? They help bring the food in. Like oh, you need to help us serve and stuff. And I'll be like yes, like whatever y'all can do, please. Like cause it can be overwhelming. Yeah. Very overwhelming. I'm about to put these in the oven.
But you want to show them what we got? So I put a little salmon on mine on the other half because there was some salmon left, but yours look so good. Like I'm so mad I'm allergic to shrimp because I definitely would have been putting some shrimp in mine. But
my shit a little saucy, but
yeah, yours look good. Yours look very good. So we're gonna place these in the oven for about
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Then we're gonna come back, test, and then wrap it up. Show them this. Like this just looks so good. Y'all look at that. So good.
That's your mom or remember that's your mom?
Go ahead.
All right. Oh my God.
Fire.
That's good.
I feel like maybe I gotta take another bite. That was better.
It's too hot though.
It is too hot. That's what it is. I think I rate this. I give it a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. Only because like I'm not really no pasta eater.
Okay.
So it's definitely good though. Like the taste is good, but I'll just give it a 9 out of 10 because I'm not a pasta eater. But what you think?
I would probably give it a 9 out of 10 too.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
What you like most about it and what you don't like
about it? I'm not gonna say I don't like nothing about it. Mm-hmm. It's just too hot.
It is.
Like not like spicy.
It's just.
It just needed to set.
Yeah. Because we just got this literally straight out the
oven. Yeah.
But it's really good. I like it though. Cause I'm not really no this may be my second time having stuffed shells. So I like the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce is good.
I like the sauce. Yeah, I'll definitely give this a 9 out of 10. I love garlic bread though. I gotta have me some garlic bread with spaghetti, any type of pasta I eat.
Oh yeah, bread make me full.
It do. I try not to eat as much bread because it'll bloat you. It'll blow you up too.
Yeah.
But I definitely like this meal. I'll probably cook it again, like if it's something like quick, like quick and to feed. How much? Like, how many people you think this is? Like,
this will feed probably a good 10 people.
Yeah, I'm say because I want to eat all this by myself because I'm looking at it like this is a lot of food. This is a lot of food. This is definitely a lot of food. So what you rate today overall? Like the episode, the conversation, like everything. Like what you rate it?
I rated it a 20 out of 10. It was like good conversation. Mm-hmm. It was like business conversation. And we talked about a lot of stuff though. How you feel about it?
I agree. I feel like this is probably one of my favorite episodes, honestly. Okay. Like I'm on my 4th episode. Yeah. And I feel like, the ones I did before, it was more so like on some natural goofy stuff. Right. But I feel like today was more information wise. And I feel like I learned a lot from you. Definitely a lot. Like, and I feel like they learned a lot from us. Definitely gonna have to spin a block and make another episode. Yeah. I can't wait because we got a lot of stuff lined up. But this is definitely probably one of my favorite episodes. Hands down. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in with Chef Chay and
some Kevv.
I had fun today. The vibes was there. The food was good. Conversation was great. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to see y'all on the next episode.